Well, that was unexpected. That was unexpected. That was very, very, very unexpected. Yo, yo, you guys, what is good, man? Welcome back to Real United Talk, where we talk about all matters Real Madrid and Man United. This is going to be a United Matters episode, and we're going to be giving a post-game review for that United Sunderland game. And that was very, 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 very unexpected. The dominance that we had in this game was very unexpected. Us getting a win in this game was unexpected. Let's be real. Every now and then, when United win, it's kind of unexpected. It's kind of unexpected. We don't know what we're going to get from United. We're hoping for a win. I was hoping for a win right before the international break. At least let's not go into the international break filming or anything like that. Like, I don't want to do that, man. Like, I don't want to go into the international break theorizing about Amorim's replacement, thinking about Amorim's replacement. I want to go into the international break smiling, happy. And I'm happy right now because this was actually like a good game. Like, this wasn't like a scrappy win. This wasn't like a, oh, but we got the win at the end of the day. This was like a dominant display. 15 shots. I'm looking at the stats right now. 15 shots, 6 on target versus Sunderland's 8 shots, 3 on target. And I think, well, how many shots came in the first half from Sunderland? And how many shot attempts they even have in the second half versus the first half? Like, this was actually like a good game from United, honestly. Like, I'm happy with the performance. I'm happy with display. I think that most people put up a good performance. I think everybody kind of put up a good performance. Obviously, there's some standouts. I think Ahmad was a standout in this game, definitely. I think Ahmad had a really, really good game. I think the amount of space that was open for him on that right hand side was really good. The way Maswaku was having a terrible game as well. Like, bro, Umbremo and Ahmad were dealing with him in this game, honestly. But Mbeumo, someone who had a good first half, in my opinion, got the assist from Mount goal, obviously. But like, I think in the second half was a bit more off. I think in the second half it wasn't really as switching. Obviously, he still had his moments here and there. But like, you look at that shot that he took, you look at that time on the counter when he had the option of, I think, was it Cunha, was it Sesko to one, someone towards, I think it was Cunha to one side, Ahmad to the other side. And then he tried to play in Cunha or something and it just didn't work, right? So I think that was the wrong decision. I think that I should have gone for Ahmad. I think Ahmad was more free and then the passing lane was more open. But, I think he had a shaky second half, had a decent first half, but he still had a good game overall, right? So I won't come at him or anything. He had a good game, he got an assist. I was really hoping for a goal from him. I was hoping for a goal from either him or Cunha. But, 2-0 Sesko goal. I'm happy because I really wanted a goal from Sesko. Like to complete this performance, I wanted to go from Sesko. I wanted to go from Bremo. When Bremo didn't get it, I wanted to go from Cunha. Cunha didn't get it, but we still won. We got a clean sheet and we got a Sesko goal. I'm happy. Ahmad had a good game. Everybody had a good game. So I'm happy. This was a dominant display from United. Honestly, Sunderland didn't really have anything for us in this game. This wasn't a, oh, but Sunderland were threatening and everything. I think that Sunderland didn't have anything really much to offer. The only moment I remember the Shaka shots, that's like the best moment I saw from Sunderland. At the end of the game as well, they had a shot, Lemens save. Lemens and that person who we talk about at the end, Lemens save, nice save, was straight at him and everything, but still you have to be big in those moments, and he was big in that moment. So Lemens save, nice save from him. I think Lemens had a professional performance, honestly. He didn't try to do too much in this game. That's exactly what you need. Like, you're a keeper, you're trying to secure your place in the team. All you have to do is just put up a professional display. Like, clear the ball when you need to clear the ball, pass the ball when you need to pass the ball, and make a save when you need to make a save. I know it sounds easy putting it like that, but honestly, like, you'll be shocked the amount of keepers or the amount of players that don't just do what they're supposed to do when they're trying to earn a place in the team. Right? Like, you actually be shocked. Like, you look at Lemens today, this is exactly what did exactly what he had to do. The only shaky moment was the time when he rushed out and then he ran into Bruno on that chance. And like, it didn't lead to anything, right? But like, that was a shaky moment. Maybe he and Bruno should have had better communication as to whose ball that was instead of running each other and everything. But honestly, he looked good in the box. He had I remember like two strong claims in the box that he had. And then, just like two saves, the Shaka save, which was probably off target, but he wasn't to know that, and then the save at the end of the game as well. So yeah, and then he had a good amount of like clearances into the other half that were accurate. Like, some of them were obviously not accurate, but a lot of them were accurate. A lot of them were good clearances and everything. So Yeah, I think he had a professional performance. I think that this game was a, I think was a good game from Lemens. I'm happy with the performance from him. I'm happy that he got a clean sheet as well. Like everything, just like everything caps off this game well. Like the fact that he also got a clean sheet it now means that like right now, like he's going to play that Liverpool game, right? Like he's going to play like he didn't put a foot wrong. I wonder what Amorim will actually do, but I think that he's going to play the Liverpool game. I think this is the performance that he needed to secure his place in that Liverpool game after the international break. Honestly, I think so. I think that he's going to start in that game. But yeah, I like the performance from Lemens. I like the performance from Delict as well. If we're talking about our defense, Delict had a very strong performance today. I think the other striker didn't have anything on him. Then I think when what's his name, Brian Bobley or however you pronounce his name came on, I think he had nothing on him as well. Delict was really strong in that defense, getting all the clearances, all the interceptions, everything that he needs to do. And Delict has just been a standout player this season for United. If I'm just being real, like he has been one of the best players for United, one of the most consistent players for United all season. That I've said week in week out, he's like one of our best players. Like, even when we're struggling, he's one of our best players. So yeah, Delict, nice game from him. Dalu, decent game as well. I think Dalu had a decent game. I think he had one moment where I think he could have made a better decision. I think was it Ahmad or Mbemo on the other side, and he opted to shoot in the box and everything. I think we could have made a better decision in that moment and passed it or tried to pass it at least, but he decided to shoot. But except from that, like he had a good game, he had a solid game, nothing too much. He got subbed out for Dogo at some point. But he had a good game, honestly. I think, like I said, everybody had a good game. Bruno, nice little turns from Bruno. Nice that shot from Bruno as well in the first half. That save from the keeper. Honestly, I applaud the save from the keeper, man. Like it's one of them ones that like you're looking at it here and you're thinking like I can't even be angry. I can't even be angry. It's just the save is just so good. I can't even be angry because that save, wow, what a save. That's probably going to be save of the month. That's going to be save of the month. What a shot from Bruno as well. Nice play from United to get that shot off, and what a shot from Bruno. What they say from the keeper. But yeah, I think Bruno had a good game as well. Honestly, I think that in this game, you could kind of see everything playing out for Amorim. You could kind of see everybody doing what like he would want them to do, if that makes sense. Like everything that we talk about when we're talking about the game going bad or a game going well for Amorim, when we're talking about Amorim's tactics, how he wants players to play and everything. I think we saw that in this game. I think we saw that from Mount. Mount had a very, 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 very good game. I'm more happy that he got subbed out at some point so he could get that standing O from the fans. Like, because he had a very good game. The turns that he was putting up, obviously the finish for the goal as well. The finish was very deft, very good finish. It was a professional finish, and I love that. But like Mount had a very good game. The amount of turns that he had in this game, he was just making all the right decisions in this game, doing all these things. And honestly, I applaud Mount in this game, man. I think was he the man of the match in this game for me? Was he the man of the match? I think I'll give either him, Ahmad, or Delict, honestly. I think I'll give either him, Ahmad, or Delict, but he had a very good game. I'm happy that he got subbed so he can get applauded by the fans. I think Sesko had a very good game as well. I think Sesko had a good second half. I think Sesko had a good game overall, first half and second half. But I think that second half, like the touches, I think he created like two chances for one for Mbemo, the one that he whiskered wide. And I think he created another one. Was it for Mbemo? Was it for Kone? I can't remember. But I think he had a few good touches here and there. I think you could see him being like this different type of striker where like, it wasn't just about the playing the ball to him. It was about like him actually running with the ball, kind of dropping deeper and helping with the build up and everything, which I love to see from him. I love to see that from Sesko because I know that he can do it. Like, let's not count Sesko out. Let's not profile him as this player who because he's 6'5", that you just play the ball to him and let him like put the fries in the bag and like just hold up play and get in the box for crosses. Obviously, that's what like we signed him for. Those are things that he can do with his frame and everything. But let's not act like he's not a player who can drop deep, help us in the build-up play, and can get shots off. This guy is a very, very good ball striker. One of the things that he was most recommended for was his ball striking. So let's not act as if this guy is not a ball striker. I want to see him start getting different types of shots off, different types of goals, not just like in the box and everything. If he scores 20 goals in the box, I'm not going to mind. I'm not going to come and say, oh, why didn't you score 5 goals from outside the box or anything? But I do want to see that more. I know that he can do it, so I want to see more of that from Sesko. But yeah, back to Amorim. I think that in this game, you kind of see everything. Like, this is one of them ones that like the plan worked out, right? Like, creating space for the full backs, for the wing backs, which you saw a lot from Dalo and especially Ahmad in this game. Mbeumo was playing a lot with his back to goal, but getting those turns off and everything. And just those swivels here and there. I think the Umbremo, like I said, had a very good first half. I think with Sesko as well, with the kind of like link up play with like, playing the ball to him and then heading the ball down and hold up play as well. And then just getting a striker a few opportunities. Yeah, I feel like Sesko had a good game as well, like in that aspect. I think that everybody played to Amram's plan, even Bruno. Even Bruno, like I don't know how to put it into words, right? Like I don't know how to put it into words, but I think that Amram, basically what I'm trying to say right now is that Amorim's plan worked. Whatever his plan was, whatever his plan has been since he joined United, if you could put Amorim's plan into a game, like if you could say what does Amorim's perfect game look like, I think that you're looking at today's game against Sunderland. This was Amorim's perfect game. This was a game where not only did we win, we won by his plan. Like I feel like we have won games, but like it wasn't by his plan. We just won games some moments and everything. But I feel like this game right now we won by his plan. So yes, it was a good game from Amorim. And honestly, he just bought himself some extra time because as much as United fans, the ones that Amorim out, still want him out as much as like it's not good to let's say like this performance as much as was really good, it's not really going to change anybody's mind. It doesn't go to be topic of conversation right now. Right now, people are just looking at the Liverpool game. Right now, people are thinking about after the international break. It's not good to inspire confidence that we're about to win the Liverpool game or anything. But always getting a win before a big game is always a good thing. Like nobody's going to come and say, oh, let's get Amorim out or like do you get what I mean? Like nobody's going to be filming. Like you don't want to be filming right before the international break. You don't want to be filming right before a big game against Liverpool. You don't want to be losing right before a big game against Liverpool. I feel like with this game as well it was more dominant. It was more of a confidence boost for the players. I feel like the Burnley game, as much as we won, that was before the Man City game. As much as we won, it wasn't really like like they came back in the game. Or what was it called before? I can't even remember how the Burnley game went, but like it was a 3-2 performance. It wasn't a dominant display from United. I feel like this game was more of like a dominant display, more of like a confidence boost, saying that like we can actually have games like this, right? Like, and with all the players kind of having good games in this game, I feel like that can be a confidence boost for the Liverpool game. And looking at Liverpool, who is kind of shaky right now, who maybe like they have a lot of flaws in their defense. Everything's just kind of not working at the moment for Liverpool right now. So maybe they can look at that game and think, as much as we're underdogs, we are not necessarily like it's not a sure loss. Like I don't know, it's not a sure loss in that game. That's what I'm trying to say. Like you don't have to look at that game as a sure loss. Like this game hasn't made me think that we're going to win that game. Is in Anfield, is against Liverpool. Like it doesn't make me think that we're going to win that game or anything. I'm not trying to be delusional or anything like that, but I'm just saying that like it doesn't have to be a sure loss against Liverpool. It does not have to be a sure loss. You can honestly get the result out of that game. But I say that now, and I looked at that Man City game and I thought to myself that we can actually get the result because whatever situation Liverpool is in right now is the situation I thought Man City were in when we played them, right? Like not showing defense, not showing midfield, and they give away the ball a lot more than they did in previous seasons. So I was thinking that Man City game we could actually get the result and we lost 3-0, right? So that's what's now making me not necessarily go into this Liverpool game with confidence because as much as Liverpool have their flaws, like can we go into that game and actually get the result out of them? Can we get into that game and not get dominated by them? Can we go into that game and capitalize on their errors? That's a question, right? But like let's focus on the now. Obviously, right now our focus is on the next game, which is Liverpool. But let's just be happy about this. I'm not going to say and like there's nothing but to say about the manager. There's nothing but to say about the players. Let's focus on this result. Let's be happy by this result. Let's go into the international break happy and not filming. Does this change my perspective on whether I'm out? Not really, but it's a good game, and I'm not going to come and say I'm out still. I'm out still when we just won 2-0. What I want to see is us win again. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see my team lose. I don't want us to lose this game. I don't want us to lose this game. I wanted us to win this game. I want us to win every game. It doesn't matter who I want as my manager. It doesn't matter who I want as my players. It doesn't even matter. Bro, if I want the manager out, if I want the players out, it doesn't matter. I want us to win every game. I don't care. Do you get what I mean? Like, people don't, like, I feel like that's something that people kind of have a misconception about. They think that, oh, you want the manager out, meaning that, like, you want us to lose the game, meaning that you don't want us to do well. Bro, what are you talking about, bro? I want my team to do well. I want my team to perform. And that's what we did today. This is what I want to see. This is what I want to see. I want to see a convincing win. I want to see more convincing wins. This is what I actually want to see that makes me believe that there's something here. Convincing wins, no scrappy wins, no wins that come out of absolutely nothing. As much as that's a good thing to have here and there, that can't be how you win. Like every game that you win cannot be a scrappy win. We need to be able to dominate, and that's what we did in this game. We dominated. We did allow Sunderland to have a lot of shots. They allowed him to create a lot of good chances. We created a lot of decent chances. We could have scored maybe one or two more goals in this game, but I think that we did well enough scoring two goals. Like I said, it would have been better if you had gotten like a Cunha or an Umbremo goal, but still good nonetheless. We got a clean sheet in this game. This is what I want to see. We're good on the ball, good in possession. Maybe our game management needs to be better because I feel like, we're giving away the ball a bit more towards the end of the game. Maybe our game management does need to improve. But overall, this was a good performance from the boys, and this one I want to see more often. This one makes me have more confidence that we can actually win games. Yeah, maybe not against Liverpool, maybe not against Arsenal, maybe not against Man City, but it makes me think that we can win games. It makes me think that we're not going into every single game as an underdog, this type of performances. But if I see this and then we get battered by Liverpool and then we lose against whoever we play against after Liverpool, I can't remember, then like where's the confidence coming from, right? But we focus on this right now. We try to build on this. We try to build on this performance and we try to take whatever we got from this performance into the Liverpool game. Am I confident about the Liverpool game? I don't know. I don't know. But still, I'm going to go into there with this performance in the back of my head and think that we can actually get something out of that game. Go into there with Liverpool's recent performances. I think that we can get something out of that game. So yeah, I'm happy with the win today. My man of the match. I don't think I give my man of the match in this game. I think I'll give it to Ahmad. I think I'll give it to Ahmad just because I think he cooked all game. Like if I'm talking about someone that cooked for 90 minutes. Obviously Mount got subbed off earlier. So if I'm talking about someone that cooked for but Mount too. You know what it is? I kind of want to give it to Lemens as well. Just because debut performance, I think he had a very professional game. Two saves, not crazy saves or anything like that, but still good saves regardless. But can I give you Lemens? So between Lemens, Delict, Ahmad, and Mount, honestly, who had? I think I'll give it to Ahmad. I think I'll give it to Ahmad. I think I'll give it to Ahmad. Mount is a very, very, very close second. But I think I'll give it to Ahmad. I think Ahmad is my man of the match for this game. But yeah, I think that was a good game from United, and I'm happy to see it. And we just have to wait and see what happens in the Liverpool game. But let me know what you guys think. Who was your man of the match in this game? How confident are you in Amorim after this game? Do you still believe in Amorim? Are you Amorim in? Let me know all of that in the comments. Are you also confident about the Liverpool game as well? That's a big game. That's a real, real big game. So let me know all of that in the comments. But with that comes the end of this episode. Thank you guys again for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Now I'm going to try and stay consistent, keep on pushing out episodes, and I just hope to see you guys again next time. Safe.